friend. Welcome to my channel. My name is Nikki. It is the new year, a clean slate, and a time for new beginnings. I've been a shell of a human being for the majority of 2021, and I'm hoping 2022 I can create a bit of my own sunshine. Last week we rearranged our living room. This week I'm tackling the new kids' corner, deciding which toys to leave out and which toys will go. You can definitely tell that kids live here. I'm hoping for a toy room in the next house or even a room for each kid. Evie's room by itself can only hold so many toys. Until we get a new space, I'm not going to buy anything to help organize because I don't know what will fit into our next space. That being said, rearranging and decluttering were my only two options for our current space. There was a mess everywhere I looked, so I decided to tackle one counter at a time to help snowball my motivation. You can see the dishes that were piling up in the sink. I ignored them and focused on the task at hand, and that's okay. Whatever you need to do to not get bogged down. I was still finding Christmas stuff even though I had already undecorated. I designated a basket to collect the stragglers. In it, I included a few books from Goodwill I had already purchased for next year's book advent. Keep toy bins out in the garage for toy rotation, but my toddler kept finding them and dragging them inside slowly, one by one, until we had a mountain. I'm going through them to decide which ones to keep. The rest will get boxed up and put back in the garage. The toys in this room are so much easier to manage now. Evie used to dump things out that took forever to find and clean, like pom-poms and puzzles. I moved all of those things out of reach so she has to ask before she plays, and it's really simplified things. I also moved all her knick-knack toys to her bedroom, and she doesn't really go in there much to play. We keep a few of her things out in the living room, and the rest are baby toys, which Evie also really enjoys to play with, so it's kind of a win-win. My husband and I live out of this teeny closet. I'm going through now and pulling out the clothes I don't wear, or that are stained, or that are seasonal. We got rid of our dresser last year when we thought we were moving, but now that our dresser is gone, we can fit the crib. This is a super tiny bedroom. He has one half the closet and I have the other. I declutter it quite often because it's the only storage we have, which means I can't have a lot of clothes. If you would have told me a few years ago that I'd have to live out of a half closet, I wouldn't have survived. Honestly, I love this. It forced me to get rid of so many things. And when I say get rid of, I'm using quotes. I just mean I'm moving to the garage. Goals for this year are to go through the garage clothes and donate or sell all the clothes I might fit into someday, or clothes that I might wear but never do. They just don't serve any purpose for me right now, and it's always a treat to buy new clothes, so why keep holding on to them if I plan on buying new clothes anyway? We also have 2 3-tier rolly carts from IKEA that serve as nightstands. On mine, I keep all the extra bed sheets and pillowcases for our bed in the crib. My husband uses his for his clothes, and it's starting to pile, so he'll have to go through his soon too. I got these sheets from Target, their Casaluna line. They're jersey sheets and so incredibly soft. I will never go back to regular sheets. The blanket is from Kohl's. I'm not sure what brand it is, but it's my favorite everything blanket. You can use it on the bed or snuggle up on the couch with it. It's the perfect thickness and the color goes with anything. When I purchased these things, I had no idea the kids were going to wreck us and keep us from sleeping in the bed together. My husband sleeps with our oldest on a foam mattress topper on the floor in her room. She has a bed, but it never gets used. Evie started climbing out of her crib around the same time the baby was born, so out of necessity for her safety, we transitioned her to a toddler bed at 2 years old, except it didn't take. It was also the last time she consistently napped. It wasn't just a night of 1,000 walks back to bed. It was pure shrieking unless we laid down next to her until she fell back asleep, which could take hours. And then she'd sleep with one eye open, and the second she realized we were gone, she would start crying. The dog would howl, and then everyone in our house would be up, including our newborn, who is an equally poor sleeper. We tried letting Evie sleep with us, but she didn't like our bed. So after many sleepless nights, we found the best setup for sleep, but it requires my husband and I to divide and conquer every single night. Now she's almost 3, and the baby isn't a newborn anymore. So I'm getting really excited for new house, new rules. and for the baby to have her own room. I've been shopping online and I found a bed on Amazon that sits on the floor and has like this fence around it. I'll try to include a picture because it's really cool. She currently prefers the floor, and I think she still misses the security of her crib walls. It seems like a win on all fronts. If all else fails, it'll be a really cool play area for her and her stuffed animals. I just finished sorting socks. We had a lot. I got rid of all the newborn socks and made sure that each sock had a match. I was surprised to find most did not. Or maybe I wasn't surprised, I don't know. But I put all the unmatched socks in a pile while they wait for their mate to be found. Evie's getting more and more independent and enjoys doing things herself. She will get and put on her own shoes, but she's not able to remember which shoes fit her, so I'm going through and removing all the shoes too small. I got this recipe from Jamie's Journey. Jamie is a YouTube mom who cleans and organizes. I love her channel, but I couldn't find her exact recipe. Maybe this is it. Whether it is or isn't, it works amazing. It's 1 part rubbing alcohol. I used 70% to 1 part water, a few drops of dish soap, and a few drops essential oil. I put in 5 drops of the lemon scent, and I couldn't smell it over the rubbing alcohol, so it could have used some more. It does smell sterile until it dries. If you don't like the smell of rubbing alcohol, this DIY cleaner is probably not for you. This is a great alternative if you don't love the smell of vinegar. I wanted something non-toxic without a vinegary smell that wouldn't hurt the baby, and something that was cost-effective. This was a winner. And bonus that it's also a disinfectant. I found that most multi-surface cleaners are not. Even Mrs. Meyer surface cleaner, which I love. I will still keep Mrs. Meyer brand around because I love the smell, but this DIY was definitely a win. Oh, and I bought this 16-ounce glass spray bottle from Walmart for $4. I'm finally trying out essential oils on my dryer balls. I put 2 drops of lavender on each. You guys, my laundry smelled so good afterwards. It was perfect. It wasn't too light and it wasn't overbearing, much better than the dryer sheets I used to use. I think 10 drops of essential oil will add up in the long run, so I might use a few drops total next time and see if the smell is the same. I did run 1 more load through without putting any more oils on, and they came out unscented, which isn't a bad thing if you don't prefer strong softener. Trying out the DIY cleaner I made earlier, and holy moly, it cleaned my mirror without any streaks. I was very impressed. Sorry, I didn't realize you couldn't see what I was doing. I bought this pack of label removers off Amazon and they work amazing on sticker removals. If you have a sticker-loving toddler, these tools are for you. I'll include a link in the description. I didn't intend on cleaning windows, but I was excited and wanted to see what this cleaner could do. It's working great. I finally found a label my label removers couldn't get off by itself. That label had been sitting on there for 4 years. I don't have any goo gone. I scraped as much as I could off with the tool and then tried my spray. It worked a little bit, but there were still bits of the label stuck on the mirror. To stop because the baby was destroying the couch behind me. Our couch is 12 years old and the leather material just peels right off and parts of it kind of disintegrate in your hand. I'm sure you've seen our couch earlier. It's so sad looking. Maddie has figured out she can pull it off and has become obsessed. She has made it her new mission in life to remove the upholstery, but what doesn't disintegrate she puts into her mouth. So our couch is now a choking hazard, which seems weird to say. I didn't make any true New Year's resolutions or goals. We are still riding the sleep deprivation train, and it's hard to feel 100% motivated and clear-headed when sleep impacts so many things. I used to be very patient, positive, enthusiastic, and creative. I don't feel like I'm any of those things right now. 2021 was very rough on me. When I was pregnant with Maddie, I was so excited to focus on me. Get back to working out, eating healthy. I hadn't lost all my baby weight from Evie and I was excited to get it back, but she had other plans for me. We've been in survival mode almost since the day she was born. She had colic and needed a tie revision. Although necessary, it set us back on sleep, like a lot. I was the parent who got up diligently every 4 hours, even if she was sleeping, to do the required tongue exercises. Her ties were revised one after another, so we went on like this for 3 months. Everyone said, oh, just wait until she starts solids, then she'll start sleeping better. We started solids at 5.5 weeks, and almost immediately her sleep regressed even more. And we started with constipation issues. Then we all got sick, which got passed around, lasting 5 weeks. And amidst all of that, she started teething. And I already told you the story about my oldest and her poor transition to a toddler bed and all of her anxiety. I miss my husband and I miss myself, but I love my kids, so here we are. I will tell you what I did do though, and that's focusing on a routine and celebrating the wins no matter how small. I also ordered a new planner, one with daily appointment times and a monthly calendar. There's also room for a daily to-do list. I've never had one with the times, but I think it's exactly what we need to get by. next day, and if you were really invested in that sticker removal, it's happening right now. My sister said that her math teacher used to make her scrub stickers off with peanut butter and swears it works. She didn't tell me how much. I kind of laughed as I was doing it because if she was here, she'd probably be like, oh my God, why did you use so much? It was a tough sticker though. Apparently a small amount of peanut butter goes a long ways, and I didn't account for the trim on the mirror and it just made a bigger mess. But lo and behold, peanut butter does work. So if you don't have Goo Gone or don't want to buy a big bottle of Goo Gone for a small project, then peanut butter could be your savior. I did have to clean my mirror like 4 times to get all the peanut butter, and even then I'm not completely convinced it's all gone. But the sticker is. Thank you guys so much for watching. If anyone has any ideas for my couch, I am all ears. Leave a message in the comments on what you would do, or would you just buy a new couch? If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for future videos. See you in the next one.